Hey, good morning. It's October 10th, 3047. And you're wondering, why can't I have an atlas? Hmm. You can. Welcome to the campaign. So what I wanted to do this morning was explain a couple of Q&As. I'm going to do each Q&A differently. First and foremost, one of the big questions is, we're using the point buy system. So can I just buy myself an elite force? Yes, you can. The problem is, if you buy yourself an elite force, you're always going to be fighting an elite force or you'll be outnumbered. But why? Simple. Alpha Strike, Classic Battletech, and all the other iterations of Battletech use point systems for units, battle value or the Alpha Strike point value. So let's give you a quick example. So what I've done is that I've brought some friends along. Friends means stuff I'm unboxing paint. We have a Inner Battle Lance. We have a Inner Urban Lance. It's upside down. Somebody put the packaging in wrong. I know who did it. I'll deal with them later. Those kids. And then an Inner Command Lance. So if you're one of the people joining the campaign and you're starting with just one box, let's build you a lance. Let's stick with the Inner Command Lance. And we're going to hop over to my favorite thing, Master Unit List. Master Unit List has been one of my favorite websites for years. I'm thinking about 6 or 7 now. When it was Quick Strike, then it was the first iteration of Battletech Alpha Strike, and now we're at where we're at with Commander's Edition. So first off, I am going to build this command lance. I'm going to use a Marauder. I like the Bounty Hunter. Just my favorite variant. That's all energy with double heat sinks, and it's a Enigma mech. Easiest way to explain it. Now, because I used an example lance, this is an example lance. The commander has a lot of technology in the lance, so I'm going to get a 3050 Archer, the very scary 4M. Then there's an Enforcer. Now I'm going to get the 3050 Enforcer, the one that actually does some damage. Yep. 3050 for pushing it. We use a Daniel, and we just won't say it out loud. We're using a Daniel. And then I believe that's a Stinger for the last mech. Oh no, it's a Valkyrie Stinger. Play that all off. Never mind. Wrong lance. So where is the 3049? 221 to QD. Perfect. And then we will pop in with what is that? Wasp. You think I would have this memorized by now? Stinger. I don't ask. And we'll just go with a stock Stinger. Now, you're thinking, oh, the Lance is only 128 points. This isn't scary. Anybody can fight this. We haven't put in your skills yet. So the example that I'm giving is that this person did 1 tour of duty and 2 tours of covert ops. So they're effectively a 1. Their second in command is an elite, and then everyone else is a veteran. So that's 181 points. Even though most scenarios in the Battletech game system, and yes, I will put this list in the description, link so you can try it out if you want. So let's say that they had enough experience to just have an elite lance at 189 points. Personally, this is scary. I wouldn't mind giving it to a new player. but I already know that the new player is not expecting what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to save it. And I want to save it as Command Lance example. It will be in my drive for you to download to work with. So you have a 72-point commander and a marauder. You have a 62-point second in command and an archer. You got two more jumping mechs that are extremely fast. But you have three indirect fire, so your commander can spot. Or if you're working a conjunction mission, which we'll do in the second Q&A video, boom. So you got it, it's downloaded, we're happy. Okay, I have 189 points to play with. Great. So now that was the battle lance that we put together. Let's put together the op 4 that I would run. And yeah, today is Steiner. I need to get the AWACS logo to you. So we're going to do an inner sphere, battle lance, and see how many points we can get out of a cheap stock 3025 battle lance. You know, again, Catalyst did a beautiful job. Love the minis. Don't have time to paint. I'm working on it. So battle lance has a whammy in it. And let's say that this is pre-Civil War and some angry Steiner grubby kid is assaulting a Davian planet, or they're having it out in a circle of Solaris somewhere. I just want AD. I think it's the 60. Yeah, it looks like the 60. The one that won't explode. All right, next up, we have a rifleman. If I could spell rifle, would be better, but you know, things happen. All right. I want to go with a 4D. And there is a wasp and a phoenix hawk. So that phoenix hawk in here. And I'm going to take a 1D. Then I want to hit a wasp. I'm also going to take a 1D. Call it a day. That's only 104 points. But wait, in the dark, scary distance of the future, there's another lance in the wings ready to go. And I think I'm going to fix this box really quick. It's irking me that the mechs aren't lined up. So when I was teaching in real life in New Orleans, I brought Battletech to the classroom. It was the last couple of weeks of school and we were done. So we played Alpha Strike in class. So now I want to get a Raven out of the Urban Lance. 3025. Dink. I want to get a Hunchback. I want to get the good old school 4G. Then I'm thinking, do I want to add the Victor or do I want to go with an Enforcer? Let's take an Enforcer. And we will take the stock 3050 mod since I have one mech in 3050. Oh, that puts me up to 183 points. Tarnation. So let's just say we have 6 mechs and the enemy commander, make him an elite. His second in command can be a vet. We're going to make the Hunchback pilot an elite. And that's scary enough. At 6 mechs, yeah, at 6 mechs, you are now running into the problems of being outnumbered. And your enemy force is just as scary, if not comparable to your own. So we're going to save this and print this out. I'm going to call this the Op 4 Lance example. So even though most scenarios are built around having the same amount of units and the same amount of points, this is just one scary way I can even the odds in a way that I like. Now, because 3047 kind of mirrors MechWarrior 5's timeline where you're facing more vehicles, mechs are more expensive, finding mech warriors and all these extra mechs is not really a thing. I want to emphasize the point of what I would actually do. So if I'm doing a defensive unit and I'm not trying to worry about running you down, yeah, 153 points. Then, depending on how I'm feeling in the moment. And let's make the Hunchback a 3. We don't need an elite Hunchback pilot. That's a waste of points. So let's get some trucks. Truck. If you can guess which Liam Neeson movie is, you get bonus points. Drop it in the comment below. So I'm going to get 4 trucks. Now, these trucks have no armor, 1 internal structure, and they do 1 point of damage at medium and long range. And they have an IF of 1. Now, Phoenix Hawk pilot can be the most aggravating thing on a planet. But let's do something even darker. 2 trucks, LRM carrier primitive, and then I can turn around and get me a rifle foot platoon for 5 points. A half platoon at that. Dink. That's 187 points. And then I can take one of my trucks, or let's just see the infantry platoon. Elite infantry. It's not worth it. Me statistically. Let's see, that primitive 2 points over. Don't want to be that evil GM that makes everyone cry, but what we'll do is we will tweak the Phoenix Hawk pilot. Then we will tweak the LRM carrier. And then I will tweak one of the trucks. Then I'll veteranize the infantry platoon. So now I technically have 2 ad hoc lances. I have 1 lance of mechs, and then I have 1 lance of vehicles and infantry. This is what you could expect from me as your GM. I have a Warhammer that can sit back and pound you at range. I have a Rifleman that can sit back and pound you at range. I have a Phoenix Hawk that's going to be dancing between your lines and driving you insane. And a Hunchback that's slowly rolling forward to get on your nerves. Congratulations and welcome to your nightmare. You do not need to have a fully elite or veteran unit. We have the opportunity to spend XP to upgrade your units. But if you're that hardcore challenge player that wants to start off the ground running and fighting for dear life, welcome to the Terror Dome. So thank you. This will be the second example Op4 Lance, and I will drop this in the Google Drive as well. The next video, we're going to cover pilot abilities. But some people don't believe in pilot abilities as having limitations. All right. So with that, you don't have to have the Wolf Dragoons. You don't have to have the Crescent Hawks. You don't have to have any of the hardcore scary forces at each and every iteration of playing a game. Build a regular unit. Try it out. Use your points for other reasons. Customizing your mechs. Trying to secure a dropship early on. Be strategic. But this was just how battles and missions will be balanced. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a minute.